Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is the Vikings Garage, and today is part 2 of the Mk4 Jetta. So what is one of the first things you do when you get a used car? I don't know about you, but me personally, I start off by changing the oil. So as far as the oil, this particular car takes 4.75 quarts. So you get yourself a 5-quart jug. Listen, I'm not going to start debating here what's the best oil, blah, blah, blah. Make sure it's 530, whichever one you want to get. And I like to stick with things that the manufacturer uses. And I know this filter is Volkswagen filter. And for those of you that don't know where the filter sits, you obviously take it from the bottom and there he is. I mean, this is as simple as they come. We're gonna crack the oil drain plug loose. You're gonna use your mallet, like so. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Now we could also play a game. Who wants to guess what color this oil is? I'll give you a clue. It has 1,200 miles on it, but it does have about 1.5 years. So it was changed 1.5 years ago. I want to say this is a blonde roast versus a, black coffee. But what do you guys think? You definitely don't want to see milkshake over here. Oh, this drain plug is awfully tight. Hopefully we don't have any surprises. Right? We don't like surprises, especially in this department. Bear with me, guys. We're almost there. Here we go. She's starting to loosen up a little. Make sure you don't make a mess. So what do we think? I'm going to say blonde roast. But a year and a half old. It's anybody's guess, right? Here we go. Ready? Oh, not so blonde. Not so blonde. Yeah. She's more like a black coffee kind. So it's a good thing we're doing this, right? Just like with most older cars, one of the issues that I had with this one, don't mind the little guy in the background, is so obviously when you buy something like a dipstick to replace it, first thing you want to do is always compare the size. Make sure you're dealing with the same size dipstick, which this one is. Unfortunately, as you can see here, this is a Volkswagen one. The one I got is aftermarket, but if you see the mirror side to side, you can tell that mine has already some pieces missing. And that's because, if you look here, that's one-handed, guys. This thing's very brittle. It's, falling apart, and I had to fish out this other piece from the dipstick too. As far as the cabin air filter goes, you got a bunch of Phillips screws that hold that in place, and then you take it out at an angle, and that's why you should change your cabin air filter regularly. This is now somebody's home. So, and for situations like those, if you find some kind of reminiscence of a rodent in there, I always recommend using something of this nature. It doesn't have to be this exact product. Odor eliminator. I spray it on the cabin air filter a little bit. But what you want to do is mostly in the area where the nest was. You want to get it in there as much as you can. Because believe it or not, these animals, they actually don't like that smell. So I always like to put a fuel additive when I do buy a car, because we don't really know what shape the car is in, so we want to give the injectors a nice clean. This is the product I use, guys. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. It just always worked well for me. I'm sure somebody in the comment section can tell us a better product out there, but usually when you put this, just make sure you fill up the tank afterwards. So we're gonna tackle that paint transfer in the front bumper. I kind of already started doing it, but I was so amazed by it that I definitely got to share this with you guys. This is not an how-to, because there's plenty of videos out there for you guys to check out. But basically, you got to get the Mr. Clean's Magic Eraser and WD-40. What you do is you spray the WD-40 on the paint that's been transferred to the bumper, and you let it soak in a little bit. Obviously, you want to remove any excess, because I'm sure you don't want this sitting on the paint, but check it out. Little by little, and the key is you don't want to see any red on your sponge, because that means you went through the clear, and you don't want to do that. So let's do this corner here that it's probably going to show a lot easier what I'm talking about. Watch this disappear. You see that? Little by little, don't rush it, guys. You see? How cool is that? There you have it, guys. Tell me that isn't cool. It's almost as if nothing happened. This Magic Eraser and the WD-40 are really something. I am super excited in the way this is coming. I'll have to get a little bit of touch of paint for that, but it's no biggie. Soon we will see what kind of wonders I can do on this side as well. So I'm going to tackle this front lip, and instead of boring you guys with the entire process, which is pretty simple, you just need a Torx socket. I'm just going to go like this, as if nothing ever happened. What do you guys think? Was it worth the 35 bucks? That looks really sharp. I want to thank you for watching. If you haven't done so, please subscribe. All of you that have subscribed, I appreciate your support. I want to keep some crazy projects coming this way. I got a lot of ideas and a lot of things I want to come into fruition, but we got to get more subscribers, guys. As far as the Volkswagen goes, things to expect for the next episode, most likely. So we're going to address this nice little headliner issue here. We're gonna, what else? We're gonna tackle the body work in the rear. I'm gonna see what else I can do without spending too much money back there. I want to do a little more maintenance, if you can believe that, because this car is so pristine. But there's a couple more things that, in my opinion, need to be addressed. What else? A full detail, which we haven't done. I want to detail the exterior of this car and get her looking pristine. And also, which I've been eager to do, full detail on the inside. I want to get these leather seats up to par. To me, they need a little more pop. And on that note, guys, I will catch you on the next one. gotta start them young, right? John! Say hi to mommy. Huh?